So this was super boring, but it's exactly what I did to make my first 10K month when I was 20 years old. I'm 23 now, and I wanted to show you some proof here. This is April 7th of 2023. I don't know if it's flipped around, but that's when I took my first screenshot. I have a Hermosi podcast playing at the top. I don't know if you see that. But that's when I hit my first 10K month, and I'm basically going to give you a quick walkthrough. I have about 10 minutes here. It's late at night. I'm about to go eat dinner, but a quick walkthrough. If you're somebody that is starting off in business, or maybe you did a dumb decision like me and you dropped out of college before you made any money, you have to make this work. Hopefully this video can provide you some value on exactly what I did to be able to do that. And, you know, there's a lot of fluff out there online right now. People saying how you could just build a personal brand and sell stuff and just sell like this crazy AI workflow. And I was thinking about it before I filmed this. I was like, man, my 20-year-old self would never be able to go and start posting content and teaching people things or selling AIs, you know, crazy solutions and stuff. Like, he just needed a way to predictably make money. And the way to predictably make money is by selling something that's boring, but that makes other people more money. And that's exactly what I did. I built a Facebook ad agency for realtors, right? That's about as boring as it gets. And so what I'm going to walk you through right here in a couple of minutes are the key components that helped me start signing clients and how I got to my first 10K month. And then if you have questions, drop them down below, man. I am more than happy to make another video, but this is geared towards somebody like you. If you're just starting off or your skill set isn't really there, you haven't been scaling a business, you just need clarity on exactly what to do. That's what I'm going to give here to you. Now, when I was 19, I dropped out of college, and it took me a year to make my first dollar. And then from January, I made my first dollar. January 2023 to April, I went from 0 to 10K a month. Do you see what I did there? I spent a year, all of 2022, no clients. I was doing outreach every single day. It was absolutely awful. And then January got my first client. And then from January to April, I went to 10K a month, right? And I always tell people, I'm like, look, the way it works in business and really in life in general is that you'll be doing the work, right? And it's not really working for you yet, at least how you expect. And then out of nowhere, it works all at once, right? Nothing happens for a while, then it all hits you at once. That's kind of how it goes. And that's how it went for me. But if I knew what I'm going to tell you now, it probably wouldn't have taken me a year to get my first client. And a lot of it comes down to the offer. So these are the three main things I'm going to explain right here. The offer, like, what is the business model? What am I charging? Why are they paying me? How does that work? How I was able to get in front of people, get leads, get sales calls, and, you know, basically how I was able to close deals. That's what I'm going to mainly cover right now. My offer that helped me hit my first 10K month was very simple. I would go to an agent and I would say, hey, I'll run your Facebook ads for 6 months, and I just want you to pay me $3,800 to run it. That was it. That was my offer. Pay me. And I believe that's the exact offer I went with. It might have been 3K or 4K. I don't really remember, but I'm pretty sure it was $3,800. But $3,800 to run your Facebook ads for 6 months. You know, in hindsight, that's super cheap. Like, there's people that charge 3K a month, right? But it's an offer that's very easy to say yes to because the value is just there. You have a realtor there and they're like, oh my gosh, I'm only paying this kid $3,800 for 6 months. That comes out to $600 a month. That's doable, right? And like, that's how I was able to sign clients starting off, was just by making it a no-brainer on the value side. And knowing what I know now, there's this idea about friction that I really want you to understand. And I wrote it down right here just so you can kind of see it. But we're going from lowest friction to high friction. So this is the offer. And remember this, I really want you to understand this. Everything in life is an offer. My first job when I was 18 was at GNC, you know, that sells protein powders and stuff. And they paid me $10 an hour, I think, something like that. And I accepted that offer. They made me an offer. Hey, I'll give you $10 an hour. You're going to do X, Y, and Z. Everything in life is an offer. And if you can get good at crafting offers to strangers that makes them want to say yes, you're never going to go broke. Like, you're always going to be able to make money, right? And never have a boss, which is the coolest part. So understanding that offer is the most important thing, right? And your offer could go from super low friction to high friction. I'll give you an example. The lowest friction offer you could give to somebody is saying, hey, don't pay me anything right now. I just want you to pay me after I get you X, Y, and Z result, right? Like, clear example, like if you work with a landscaper or a private equity firm or whatever type of niche you want to work with, whatever type of business, if you tell them, hey, I'll do your advertising, I'll do outreach for you, I'll do content for you, I'll do some type of service that helps you get more clients for you for 6 months or for 4 months, and I'm going to bring you 10 clients. And once I bring you 10 clients, I want you to pay me $3,000. Like if I did something like that when I started, I would have gotten 10 clients right away like this, right? I wouldn't have gotten a ton of cash up front, but it would have given me reps to go and gain experience and practice and fail on the delivery side and learn just all the skill sets that you need regardless, right? So looking back in hindsight, I would have gone with a lower friction offer. So that's an example, right? Lowest friction offer out there is a free try, or it's a pay after X, Y, and Z result offer. If you're struggling to sign clients right now, there's no reason you should be charging money up front. Like there really isn't. Like think about it. If you're struggling to sign clients, just give them a free trial or give them a pay after result offer. You're going to be able to get clients. Those clients, once you get good at the thing you're doing for them, you're going to get case studies. You're going to be able to say, hey, I got Johnny Boy over here. I made him an extra $30,000 this month. Now you're going to be able to charge money up front, right? So that's the lowest friction offer. The next low friction offer is pay on results, right? This is something I'm doing in my agency right now, which is basically paying per appointment that I bring one of my clients. Now I do that because I use AI to book appointments, but again, not the main subject of this video. Pay on results offer. Another example of this is a percentage. So if you're working with, I don't know, a consulting business, right? And they charge $5,000, you could just say, hey, I'm going to run your marketing. Just give me 10% of whatever clients you get that could be directly attributed to me, right? So that's a lower friction offer. It's not the lowest friction, but it's a low friction offer, right? Pay on result. So you saw lowest friction is pay after result that you're selling. Low friction is pay on result. So pay when you close a client, or pay when I bring you a lead, or pay when when you hit X amount of revenue. The next level of friction, we're going up in friction, right? Medium friction is an offer that I've been experimenting with. And if you're somebody that already has case studies, maybe you're making content online already, like your niche trusts you a little bit, I would play around with this. A medium friction offer would be, hey, I'm going to run your ads for 4 months and I charge $10,000. Now I want you to pay half up front, and then I want you to pay the other half when you hit X, Y, and Z goal. And that goal could be after the time is actually done, the 4 months is done, and you put a contingency like, hey, I had to have gotten you X amount of leads or clients or etc. Or you could say, hey, pay me half now and then half when I help you sign 5 clients. Like that's a very easy offer for you to still collect cash up front, but also make it feel performance based and align incentives with your client by saying, hey, pay me the other half later, right? The highest friction offer, which is what I was doing, was pay before results. Right? Just like a classic paid in full or a retainer. And it's basically saying, hey, this is my thing. You should trust me enough to pay me now before I deliver any result. It's only easy to sell that when you have true expertise, right? That's the only time that it's easy. When you have content online that shows that you're an expert at what you're talking about, when you have case studies on how you got results for other people, that's when you could charge before results, because people are inclined to trust that you're not going to go and run off with their money, and they're actually going to get a return on the money that they're giving you, right? So this is the offer. Again, I told you I had my first 10K month charging $3,800 for 6 months of service. Knowing what I know now, I would have gone a little bit lower friction. So if I was struggling to sign clients, I would have done like a free trial, or I would have done a pay when you close a deal. And then I sign a couple, then I'll do a pay me half now and then half later when I get you this result. And then eventually work my way out to being able to say, hey, pay me this bulk amount up front. I'm going to get you these results on paper on a contract. Now, when it comes to actually getting leads and attention, very important thing to know here. The way that I was able to get to 10K a month was very simple. I sent 100 to 200 Instagram DMs every single day. That was it, point blank, period. I was at the gym on the treadmill sending DMs. I was on the toilet sending DMs. Like I was always sending DMs because I had to get attention, right? Like if you have an offer ready, you know what you're doing for people. If you're not getting attention, what are you doing? You're wasting your time. Why are you watching this video? You're wasting your time. Go send outreach, right? But the thing that I realized, I had tried cold calling, cold emailing, cold DMs. I tried a ton of different ways to get clients. Everything works. If you see somebody online that's telling you like, hey, only Instagram DMs work, or hey, only ads work, or hey, only content works, it's not true, right? Like everything works. Ads work, content works, outreach work on any platform, but none of it will work if you do them all. Point blank, period, right? So I just decided, hey, Instagram DMs is my thing, and that's the thing that I'm going to stick to. I developed an Instagram DM where I would reach out to agents and I would tell them, hey, I built a system that could help you get leads, da 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 da. If this sounds interesting, could I send over a video that explains how it works? And then I would send them a pre-recorded Loom video that basically walks them through, hey, this is the system that I'm going to implement for you. These are the results that you could expect. These are the problems that it solves. This is how much it costs. Do you want to hop on a call? And then I just tell them to hop on a call, right? This is how I got leads. I would send them this pitch. A certain percentage of those 100 to 200 DMs a day that I would send would positively reply. I would send them a video that explains how it works, and then I would immediately call them. That's the third thing, is the actual appointment setting. The second they said they're interested, I'm calling them on the phone and I'm talking through them and I'm working them through my intro call script, which basically, it digs for pain. This is very important. If you're booking sales calls right now and people aren't showing up, it's because you haven't given them a good enough reason to show up. It's not a priority for them to show up. And it's not a priority because you didn't show them by asking the right questions that them not getting on this call is going to continue for them to just struggle with the thing they're struggling with, which in this case is not enough leads, appointments, and clients, right? So I would get them on the phone. I would book them onto an appointment. I would get them on a sales call, and I'd spend an hour on a sales call convincing them to give me $3,800, right? Well, not convincing, persuading. Convincing and persuading are different. Persuading is sales. Persuading is getting somebody to do something for their own benefit. Convincing is the other way around. It's for your own benefit, right? I knew my stuff could actually work for them, so I was persuading them to do it. I'm rambling on here, but the point is the offer. I did $3,800 for 6 months of service. Knowing what I know now, if I'm restarting, I'm doing a lower friction offer. I'm doing a pay at closing offer. I'm doing a half now, half later offer. And then I'm slowly working my way up the friction as I get more results in case studies and start exposing myself and my expertise online, right? That's the power of brand and content. And if you're completely against making content, I don't know what to tell you. It's going to be hard for you to close deals if you want to be charging a lot of money up front. But that's what I did. Then I picked one acquisition channel. I did Instagram DMs every single day, 100 to 200. I got to the point eventually after that 10K month where I had a team of 4 or 5 VAs that were sending 1,000 DMs a day for me. And that's how I was able to scale, right? But I picked one channel. I stuck with it. I refined the script. I did it until I figured out what worked. And then I would call them up, book them onto a sales call, and close. I don't know if you found this valuable. Let me know. I got to bounce, but thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.